Joey here with Motivity with Joey. This LYT practice today is all about airplane, or Warrior 3. And it's entitled Best Flight Ever. And BEST is an acronym of balance, ease, strength, and transformation. So balancing our mobility and stability abilities, creating ease in our movement and our breath, cultivating strength, which can translate into experiencing our courage and power and transformation. So when there is this balance, ease, and strength within us, life transforms. All areas of our life transform. So this practice is challenging and it is accessible. So there are modifications. You can use blocks. So if you have 2 blocks, that would be great, or 1. And if you have none, that's okay too. You just modify accordingly, and I will give you options as well. So let's take flight. So we'll start on our backs. Coming onto your back, feet are hip width apart. Make sure that the heels aren't too close to your bum, that they're out a bit. And you want to feel the tailbone lengthen towards the heels. Feel the back of the skull on the mat. So for flight, we need a neutral spine and neutral pelvis. And this will help the flight go smoothly. So back of the skull, and then you want to feel the shoulder blades on the ground without the ribs popping and the low back arching. So you want to draw the ribs together and down, and a sound I like to use is ha, and that really consolidates the rib cage there. And then imagine an elastic band between your belly button and your back and cinching that down. So I feel the back of my skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum all in one line. And the floor is just giving me this awesome feedback. So when I'm balancing on one leg in airplane, or I'm in downward dog, or on all fours, or standing, I have this image and this feeling of aligning the skull, the scapula, and the sacrum. Now take your block if you have it, and if you don't, again, it doesn't matter, and bring it this way between your thighs as close to your groin as you can. Pressing through the feet, and imagine the feet dialing out. They don't physically move, but they just energetically are moving away from each other in this dialing fashion. Tailbone lengthens, ribs knitting together and down, belly drawing in. Engage your glutes and lift the hips up into a low bridge. So we're resetting the pelvis. We're connecting with a neutral pelvis. So there's no tipping in the pelvis. It's almost a little bit of a posterior tilt feel with the tailbone lengthening now towards the block or towards your knees. And then begin little pulses here, waking up the glutes, the hamstrings. And then reaching the hands up to the ceiling as if you're holding a tray. Take the left hand and pull the right fingers back to stretch out the wrist. Keep pressing through the feet, dialing the feet out. Gentle squeeze of the block. Glutes on fire. Switch hands. Beautiful. Then lower the hands and then segmentally tiptoe down the spine. Move the block away for a moment. We're going to come back to it. Press through the feet, lift low bridge. Slide the right foot next to the left foot just a little bit. And then lift the left leg up, the left knee over the left hip, and then straighten that leg. Really spread the toes. Knitting all the core together and down. And then begin pulsing right glute, lifting into that right frontal hip point, your ASIS. It can be very, very small. Then bend the left knee, put the left foot down, lift the right knee over the right hip, and extend the right leg towards the ceiling. And again, pressing through that left foot, engaging that left glute, lifting up into that left hip point. Steady breath. And then bend the right knee, put the right foot down, and then lower down. Take the block, if you have it, and bring it between your knees the thinnest way, and then bring the knees over the hips. Not in front of them and not away from them, but right in line. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, and then exhale, lift the shoulder blades off of the mat, look down towards your belly. Draw that belly down, draw the front ribs down. Don't pull on your head. Keep the shoulder blades lifted as the head softens into your hands. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Draw those front ribs down. Extend the left leg straight. Inhale, bend the knee, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Extend the right leg straight. Bend the knee, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Straighten the leg. From your center, turn a little inch to the left. The left shoulder blade stays off of the ground. Inhale, bend the knee, come back to center, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Extend the right leg straight. Twist a little to the right, just an inch. Right shoulder blade stays off of the ground. Inhale, back to center, bend the knee, lower down. Keep the core connected. Exhale, lift up. Straighten the left leg. Little inch twist to the right this time. Inhale, come back to center, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Straighten the right leg. Little inch twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knee, lower down. Woo! Take the block away. Come up to all fours, quadruped. So quadruped, your knees are underneath your hips, so make sure that they're not too far away. It's more of a narrower posture. Wrist creases underneath my shoulders, and the wrist creases are parallel to the front of the mat. Now I want you to feel the back of the skull lifting up and towards the ceiling, not the chin. So that front of the throat lifts to the back of the throat. Shoulder blades are nestled onto the ribs, and the sacrum is in line. So the pelvis isn't dipping, anterior tilting, or too posteriorly tilting. Right, neutral, nice, and steady. Now, like we did the feet, I want you to press through the hands without puffing and dial those hands out like you're turning a mason jar, and pull the hands back isometrically. Extend the left leg behind you and turn on that left glute. Lift the left leg up. Keeping the knee and the toes pointed down, open the left leg to the left. It's a small movement, and back to center. Open to the left, and back to center. Open to the left, back to center. Hold it here. Shift a little weight into that left hand and reach the right arm forward for bird dog. Now reach through that arm, reach through that leg, push through that left hand, and pull it back. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Slide the right leg back behind you and engage your right glute. Lift the right leg up, keeping the knee and the toes pointed down. Open the right leg to the right and back in. This is abduction. Open to the right. Back down. Pelvis stay steady. Open to the right. Back in. Shift weight into that right hand. Reach the left arm forward. Thumb up. Reach through the limbs. Press through the right hand and pull it back. Lower the hand. Lower the knee. Coming into Dolphin. Bring your arms down with your forearms. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Now, if the arms start to veer in, I want to invite you to clasp your hands. If you're able to have your forearms down in parallel and it still doesn't feel right on your shoulders, you can turn the palms up. So let the head hang. Push the floor away. Draw the belly in. So I'm puffed up between the shoulder blades. And then lift into Dolphin. Pushing the mat away as I sink into my shoulders. Really draw the belly in. Cinch that elastic band. Stay here. Or inhale the left leg up behind you, hip height. Now turn that left glute on. Lower the left foot down. Lift the right leg up. Right foot down. Left leg up. Really moving from the glutes. Left leg down, right leg up. Feel free to come down and rest at any time. Left leg up. Lower it down. Right leg up. Lower it down. Come to your knees, uncurl the toes, sit back. Child's pose, reach the arms forward, turn the palms up. Good, and now come to the front of the mat. Sun Sal 1. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back in the hips, long spine. Plant the hands, step your right foot back, lower the knee underneath your hip, top of the foot. Inhale, reach up. Notice I'm in a 90-90 lunge. Right glute activated, right thigh lifting up into that right pelvis, side of the pelvis, and left foot pulling back. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Shoulders over your wrist. Squeeze the bum. Dial your hands and pull back. Notice the back of the skull, shoulder blades, sacrum. Lower the knees, keep the glutes activated. Dial the hands as the elbows bend back. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted as you lower. Inhale, pull the hands back, reach the chest forward for Cobra. Now draw the belly in, press your pubic bone down, and wrap the glutes down towards the hamstring. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Without picking up your hands, step your right foot forward, lower the knee, top of the foot. Inhale, reach up. Left glute on, left thigh bone lifting, right foot pulling back. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, slide the left foot forward. And inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back at the hips, plant the hands. Step the left foot back, lower the knee but not the toes. And inhale, reach the arms up. Lower the right arm next to the side, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, little bitty side bend to the right. Now you can take your right hand and tap your left glutes to make sure they're turned on, that they're activated. Inhale, come up. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Lower the knees. Lower all the way down. Keep the fronts of the shoulders lifted. Inhale, pull through for Cobra. Exhale, lift up. Downward facing dog. Without picking up your hands, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee, not the toes. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, lower the left hand by your side. Inhale, reach more, keep the ribs contained. Exhale, little inhale, reach all the way up. Sequence 1. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back at the hips, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, coming into a fingertip lunge. Now your hands can be on blocks here. Right hand lands under your right shoulder. This right thigh is lifted higher than your think, so we're not sinking into the tissues around the pelvis. Lift that up to create strength in your movement. Turn on your right glute. Left hand on your outer left thigh. Now as you dial your right hand out like we talked about earlier, pull it back. From the ribs, a little inch twist to the left. Let the right ear fall to the right shoulder or look down. Lean back into your right shoulder blade as not to allow the right shoulder head to dip forward. Lean back. Keeping the pelvis steady, maybe reach the left arm up. Now push through that right hand, pull it back, and lift straight up with that left arm. Mindful not to turn the pelvis. Lower the hands back down, come up onto fingertips. Rising into tilted crescent. Got to keep those feet hugging towards each other. Right glute turned on, lift up. Lower the hands. Bend the knees, shift back into your right foot. Left toes point up for runner stretch. Again, you can have your blocks here. Now mindful that you're not taking the belly away from your thigh. That means you're rounding. So really hinge back, pull through without the neck, the chin lifting. Shift forward, rise up, tilted crescent. Turn that right glute on, pull the left foot back. Contain here, skull, scapula, sacrum. Lower the hands, pull back into runner stretch. Both knees are bent. My outer left hip is hugging back and my hands are pulling back as my spine lengthens forward. One more time, shift forward, lift up into tilted crescent, lower the hands, runner stretch. Now this time shift forward and lower the right knee right underneath the right hip. Right hand underneath your right shoulder. Step the left foot back. Left hand to your hip. Now if you want to challenge, this right shin is parallel to the long end of my mat. Or for more stability, you can kickstand it out to behind you. Reach that left arm up, look down at your right hand, keep pushing the floor, pulling it back, and then begin arm circles here. Now make sure that those glutes are turned on. Your ribs and your belly are drawing in. So there's no pushing and arching. Everything is consolidated. Next time that left arm comes up, hold it there. Stay there or lift the left leg up. Keep the glutes on and pulse here. Then lower the left hand down, lower the left knee down, and extend the right leg back behind you. Reach the left arm forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten. Lower the left hand, lower the right foot. Keep the right leg strong and straight. Push through the hands and lift the left knee to the belly. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Now push. Draw the belly in. Step the left foot forward. Turn to the right side of your mat. Parallel your feet. And then bend the right knee back. Bend the right knee. The hip goes back into side lunge. Now come onto your fingertips. And again, feeling the back of the skull, sacrum, and scapula all in alignment. Now we're going to step our right foot to the left and rise up. And then open the right leg into abduction. Bring it in. Step out, side lunge. Step it together. Abduction. Side lunge. Together. Abduction. Side lunge. Together. Abduction. Side lunge. Together. Abduction. Side lunge. Together. Abduction. This time hold the side lunge. Bring the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Now use your right finger into that right hip crease and push that hip crease back so the knee is more midfoot, not over the toes. From the ribs, a little inch to the right, so rotating. Let the left ear hang and reach the right arm up. You can also look straight down to your left arm. Try not to lean towards that, because this is what's happening. When you lean, that left shoulder head goes forward. So you want to lean away into that left scapula. Lower the hand, turn back to the front of the mat, plant the hands, three-legged down dog, left leg lifts, like we did in Dolphin. Lower and lift. Now in your down dog, I want you left leg lifts, lift under the armpit, lower, right leg lifts, lower, left leg lifts, lower, right leg lifts, and lower. So hold here in down dog for a moment. You want equal weight on both of your hands and feet. The hips are the apex of the pose, so I'm not locking back and I'm not pushing towards the floor or my thighs. I'm creating strength by pushing the mat away. My ribs are drawing in, buoyancy in my knees. I'll walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, and let your torso lie upon your thighs, and let the head hang here. Happy squat. And then as you lengthen through the spine, keep the hips moving back as the spine lengthens forward to rise up, and bring your arms out. Shift your weight into your right foot, unweight the left, bring the left knee to the belly, and left hip flexion and knee flexion. Extend the leg, step it down, transfer your weight. Right knee to belly. Extend and step down. Left knee to belly, extend and step down. Bring your right foot next to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back at the hips, plant the hands. Step the left foot back, coming into that fingertip lunge. And now, remember, you can have your blocks. Left hand lands underneath your left shoulder in line with your left foot. Right hand to your outer right thigh. Keeping this pelvis nice and steady. Turn from the ribs to the right. You can let the left ear fall to the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up. Now dial the left hand out and pull it back towards your left foot and lean back into your left shoulder blade. Ribs, belly, draw them in. Lower the right hand, come back onto your fingertips, coming up into tilted crescent. Lower the hands, rock back in your runner's stretch. So both knees are bent, my right toes are up, more weight is into the back foot, and I pull the hands back and lengthen through the spine. Shift forward, coming back into tilted crescent. Lower the hands, pull back into runner's stretch. Shift forward, tilted crescent, hands down, runner's stretch. This time, shift forward, lower the left knee underneath your left hip. Left hand underneath your left shoulder and open the right leg to the right. Bring your right hand to your waist. Now, press into that left hand, pull it back towards your left knee. Engage your glutes and consolidate the front. Reach the right arm up. And then arm circles here, back, down, and around. Next time that arm comes up, hold it there. Now you can keep that right foot down or lift the right leg up. Really turn on those glutes, draw the front body in, and pulse. Good. Then lower the hand, lower the knee. Extend the left leg behind you. Right leg forward, bird dog. Watch that there's not sinking and overarching here. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, straighten. Lower the hand, lower the foot. Push through the hands. Lift the right knee up and down. Push and lift and down. Lift and down. Last time. Lift. Step it forward. Turn to the left side of your mat for a left side lunge. Left hand. Put it in that left hip crease so you can feel getting that left hip back. And the spine is long. So remember, if the belly is drawing away from the floor, you are rounding. So get the hips back, long through the spine. Stepping the left foot next to the right foot, rise up. Left leg abduction. Back into side lunge. Together, abduction. Side lunge. Together, abduction. Side lunge. Together, abduction. Couple more. Side lunge, together, abduction. Side lunge, together, abduction. Hold side lunge here. Right hand underneath your right shoulder. Turn from the ribs to the left and reach the left arm up. Hinge back, lean away, draw those front ribs in. Lower the left hand, turn to the front of your mat. Three-legged down dog, right leg lifts. Now again, push the mat, lift under the armpits, and the front ribs draw them in. Right foot down, left leg up. Left leg down, right leg up. Right leg down, left leg up. Left leg down, right leg up. Hip height, don't open the pelvis. Right foot down, left leg up. Lower the foot. Bend the knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit your hips back. Torso on top of the thighs. Hands right underneath your shoulders and let the head hang. Keep the belly drawing in, so cinching that elastic band. And then as you sit back a little bit more, lengthen the spine forward, rise all the way up, arms come to the side. Shift the weight into your left foot, right knee to belly, right hip flexion. Extend the leg forward, step it down. Left knee to belly, lift up through that right thigh bone, turn that right glute on. Left leg extends, step it down. Right knee to belly, extend, step it down, come to the front of your mat. Sun, south, L, A. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your shoulders there as you step back into plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way or lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Then exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up, spine stays long. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge back at the hips, plant your hands under your shoulders. Step back into plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up. One more time. Exhale. exhale, bend the knees, hinge back at the hips, plant the hands under your shoulders. Step back into plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way or lower halfway. Inhale, up. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Stay there. Lifting up under those armpits, drawing that belly in. Step your right foot in just a little bit as you lift the left leg up behind you. Coming into left crescent lunge. Now you can step that left foot forward and rise up. You can push off that right foot, come down, and step forward. Or you can switch in midair and come forward. Crescent lunge. Now in this crescent lunge, create some buoyancy in that back knee. When it's too straight, sometimes there gets a tilt of the pelvis. So we want that tailbone right underneath us to create that neutrality. So bending that right knee a little or a lot is great. And reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Shifting in to airplane. So shift through tilted crescent. Now you can totally stay here. Or keep shifting, hover that right leg or lift it hip high, arms can reach back, front of the shoulders stay lifted. Lower the foot gently, rise back up. Crescent lunge. You can also shift forward, bring your hands to the top of your left thigh, and lift here, and you'll have a little bit of support there. Lower down, lift back up. And again, shift forward, lift, turn that right glute on, consolidate the core, lower, and up. Last time. Shift. Again, you can stay into the tilted crescent, hover that back foot, or lift it up. That left knee is bent and buoyant. Lower the right foot to the back of the mat, warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Lifting up and over. Notice my pelvis stays steady. True side bend, and my right ear falls to my right shoulder. I'm not using my neck to hold myself up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior variation. Light touch here on my left thigh with my left arm. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Now inhale, warrior two. Exhale, pivot to the front of the mat. Hands in prayer. Prayer twisted crescent. Right elbow gently on the left thigh. You can hover over if that doesn't allow your spine to stay long. Right glute on, right heel up. Stay there or begin stepping that right foot forward as much as you can and back. In and back. In and back. 4, 5, one more, 6. Lower the hands to the floor of the blocks and straighten that left leg a little or a lot. Right heel can stay lifted. Left knee can be bent a little or a lot. Press the left big toe mound down, hug the left outer hip back, pull the hands back and long through the spine. Shift forward, hands underneath your shoulders into standing L split. There's buoyancy in my left knee. My wrists are underneath my shoulders. My chest is over my thumbs. Without bending my elbows, my chest softens towards my thumbs. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Bending both knees. Right knee will tuck behind the left heel into like a seated twist. But keep going to the back of the mat for table. Hands behind can be towards your bottom or to the sides. Press up. Notice if the Shoulder heads are dipping forward. Really push through the hands. Get the fronts of the shoulders back. Broaden through the shoulder blades. Engage your glutes. And just look forward. And cinch the belly down. Lower the hips. Keep turning to the left, plank position. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Keep the toes curled under. Reach the arms out. Lift up with spread arms. Draw the belly in. Pubic bone down. Glutes wrapping down. Place the hands back under your shoulders. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Other side. Step the left foot in just a little bit. Lift the right leg up. Coming into right crescent lunge. So you can step that right foot forward. You can hop, step that right foot forward. Or you can hop, switch in midair. Right foot forward. Woo. Reach the arms up. Have some buoyancy in that back knee so the pelvis is right underneath you. Shift forward into tilted crescent. Shift a little bit more, maybe hover that back foot or lift it. Lower it down. Woo! Back into crescent. Shift forward. Again, the hands can be on the thighs. The right thigh. Lower it down. Arms up. One more time. Shift. Come on. Woo! Then lower the left foot. Oh, no, let's just do one more. I think we did 3 and then another 4. All right, last one. Here we go. 4. Woo! There we go. Then lower that left foot. Warrior 2. Keeping your pelvis right underneath you. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse. True side stretch, not back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale up, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Pivot to the front of the mat. Left prayer, twisted crescent. Stay here, or begin tapping that left foot in as far as you can, and back. And back. In, back. In, back. 2 more. Lower the hands to the floor of your blocks. Begin to straighten that right leg a little or a lot. Press your right big toe mound down as you hug your right outer hip back. Pull through and lengthen through the spine. Shifting forward, hands under your shoulders. Pull those hands back as if you're doing Cobra without the chin lifting. Chest over thumbs. Chest soften towards the thumbs. Left glute on, left leg strong. Head in line with my spine here. And then bending the knees, tuck the left knee behind the right heel. As you unwind to the right, plant your hands, lift up for table. Keep the head looking forward. Push through the hands, broaden through the collarbones. Glutes turned on. Lower the hips, keep turning to the right. Plank pose. Lower all the way to the floor. Spread the arms, keep the toes curled under. Inhale, lift up. Draw that belly in. Wrap those glutes down. Plant the hands. Lift up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump to the front of the mat. And inhale, reach the arms up. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands under your shoulders, step or jump back to plank. Lower the knees or lower, halfway or all the way. Flip one foot, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slide the right foot in just a little bit, lift the left leg up behind you. Stepping into left warrior one. So step, or hop switch, meeting in warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Now make sure that your feet are in two separate lines. To keep that pelvis right underneath you and your pelvis level, that right foot can turn in as much as you need to. Ribs consolidated, reaching up. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Step that left foot in a little bit, extend the right leg up. Warrior one, with the right leg forward is where we're headed. Step the right foot forward, hop step, or hop switch. Warrior one. Lengthen through the side without the ribs popping. And feel that alignment of the back of your skull, scapula, and sacrum. Lower the hands, step back into plank. Lower the knees, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward, and inhale, reach the arms up. Woo! So now we're going to put that all together. So take a couple breaths, and we're going to stream sequence 1 and sequence 2 together to take flight. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, plant the hands. Step your right foot back, right hand under your right shoulder, and open into twisted crescent. Remember, right thigh lifts, right glute on. Dial the right hand, pull it back, and lean back. Let the pelvis stay steady. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the left leg, and then straighten that left leg a little or a lot. Pull back with that right hand. Inhale, twisted crescent. Don't let the pelvis go with you. Exhale, thread, lengthen. Inhale, twisted crescent. Exhale, thread and lengthen. Inhale, twisted crescent. Stay here or shift forward. Right hand under your right shoulder. Lift the right leg for revolved half moon. So pull the hand back. Slight turn of the ribs to the left. You can look down or look to the left, but don't look up. Lower the hand, lower the foot. Move back into runner stretch. Long through the spine. Right into airplane. Here we go. And you can stop at tilted crescent. You can stop or shift it right into airplane. Lower the foot. Woo! Little turbulence. Pull back. Shift. Lift. Lower. Pull back. Shift. Lift. Right glute on. Long through the spine. Lower. And runner stretch. Now shift. Right knee underneath your right hip. Right hand under shoulder. Modified side plank. Squeeze your bum. Draw the belly in. Now backstroke this left arm. Left knee will come down. Left arm will keep moving forward. Right leg will extend back into your bird dog. Keep the left arm moving up, back into modified side plank. Backstroke through, forward, right leg back, bird dog. Right knee down, left arm up, modified side plank. One more time, backstroke. Reach it forward, long through the spine, belly in. Right knee down, pivot, modified side plank. Coming through, one more time, hold it here. your mat into right side lunge. Now from here, you can step the feet together, gather yourself, and come into the abduction. Or from side lunge, shift and lift into abduction. Side lunge, shift. Side lunge, shift. Side, shift, moving in one piece. Shift, lift, woo! And last time, side lunge. Hand underneath your shoulder, turn from the ribs. Twisted side lunge here. Belly in, lean away from that right leg. Left ear can fall to the left shoulder or look straight down. Lower the hand, turn back to the front of the mat. Downward dog or dolphin. Left leg is up. You can continue to lower the left, lift the right, lower the right, or you can lean into the shoulder blades, gentle push off that right foot, forearm, stand and switch in midair. Coming down, everybody come into down dog and lift the left leg up behind you. Stepping forward halfway, shifting into standing split. Chest over your thumbs, softens towards your thumbs, and the arms pull back, hands pull back. Right glute on. Step that right foot down, lift the left leg up, downward dog. Now you can continue stepping forward into standing split. Lower the back foot down, lift up, or step, push off, standing L handstand. Back and forth. The last one, step that left foot forward, standing split. Walking your hands up your left leg to airplane. Steady as she goes. And then walking them down, lowering the hands, opening up the pelvis to the right for half moon. Right hand can come to your belly, your hip or the sky. Now lengthen that spine to the front of the mat. Left sit bone is wrapped under, tailbone towards your right heel. Buoyancy in that left knee. Lowering that right foot, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Pivot to the front, back heel lifts, prayer, twisted crescent. Now you have the option of staying here or shift forward and lift the right leg up. Option to step that right foot in and out or bring the knee in and back. In and back. In and back. 3 more. In and back. In, back, in, back, woo! Lower the foot, coming into pyramid. Now you can internally rotate the thighs so the toes kind of come in, and keeping long through the spine. Again, you can have your blocks here on either side, just creating more length and space in the low back with the internal rotation. Then bring the legs back to neutral. Shift, right knee behind the left heel. Sit, turn to the back of your mat. Lift up, table. Stay here, or maybe lift the left knee over the hip, left leg towards the ceiling. Pushing through those arms, glutes on. Bend the knee, put the foot down. Lower the hips, keep turning to the left, plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down. Fronts of the shoulders stay lifted. Reach the arms back, locust. Exhale, hands plant, lift up, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, rise up, arms out to the side. Unweight your left foot, left knee to belly. Right arm diagonal up, left arm diagonal down. Extend the leg, step it forward. Right knee to belly, extend the leg, step it forward. Switch the arms, left knee to belly, extend, step, lower. Woo! One more side to go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees into the hips. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, left hand under your left shoulder. And then inhale, twisted crescent. Exhale, thread under. Straighten that right leg a little or a lot and lengthen through the spine. Inhale, twisted crescent. Exhale, thread under. Inhale, twisted crescent. Inhale, thread under. Exhale, twisted crescent. Now stay here or shift forward, hand underneath your shoulder, lift the back leg for revolved half moon. Pull the hand back isometrically, the ribs little turn to the right, head can turn, don't look up or look down. Lower the hand, step the left foot back and down, runner stretch. Shifting forward into airplane or tilted crescent, shift. Hands can be on your thigh. Lift. Back into runner stretch. Pull back, lengthen forward. Shift. Lift, maybe arms by your side. Woo! Down, shift, runner stretch. Good. Left foot down, runner stretch. Shift forward, left knee underneath your left hip, left hand under shoulder. Modified side plank. Turn on the glutes, consolidate the front. Now backstroke that right arm, lower the right knee, keep the right arm reaching forward as the left leg reaches back. Lower the left knee, modified side plank, right arm comes up. Good. Backstroke, knee down, arm through, left leg back. Left knee down, right arm up, modified side plank. Right arm backstroke, right knee down, right arm through, left leg back. Left knee down, open modified side plank. Last one, backstroke, knee down, right arm through, left leg back. Hold it all in, push with that left hand, and then elbow to knee, in. Out, in, out. Watch the chin, in, out. Lower the foot, keep the leg straight, lower the hand. Push, right knee up, step it forward. Turn to the back of to the left side of your mat, side lunge. Option to step together, rise up, gather yourself, then create an abduction with the left leg, or go right into it. Side lunge, lift. Side lunge, shift, abduction. Side lunge, up. Side lunge, up. Side lunge, up. Let's do one more. Side lunge, up. Side lunge, hold here, hand under your shoulder, right hand, and then twist to the left. Make sure you're leaning away from that left leg. Keep all the belly and ribs and everything drawing together. And then turn back to the front of the mat. Plant your hands, downward dog or dolphin, right leg up. Again, option to step the right foot down, lift the left leg up, and lower. Continue that, or gentle push off, lean into the scapula, forearm stand, and switch. Notice I'm not using my left leg to kick. Lower down. Push into downward dog if you're not there. Woo! Lift the right leg up behind you. Stepping forward into standing split halfway. Chest over the thumbs, chest towards the thumbs, pulling those hands back. Lower the left foot down. Lift the right leg back behind you. Three-legged dog. Step halfway. Shift, standing L. Lower, lift the right leg up behind you. Continue doing that. Or step forward, push off, handstand L. Step back, three-legged dog. Step forward. Last time, step forward, standing L. Here we go. Come onto your fingertips. And then walk up your leg. And then walk down. Hands on the ground, opening to the left for half moon. Right knee slightly bent. Right sit bone right underneath you. Tailbone towards your left heel. Belly and the ribs drawing in, and left hand can reach up, or it could be on your belly or your hip. Lowering the left leg to the back of the mat, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, warrior variation. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Pivot the back foot. Turn to the front. Prayer twisted crescent. Nice lightness here. Not over twisting. Stay there or shift forward and lift the back leg. Turn that left glute on. Reach through the spine. Tap the foot in and out or draw the knee in and out. And out. In and out. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lower the foot if it's up, hands down for pyramid. Internally rotate the thighs so the feet turn in, long through the spine. And you may need blocks for here. Turn the feet back parallel. Shift forward, tuck the left knee behind the right heel, keep turning to the back of the mat, plant the hands, lift up into table. Maybe take the right knee over the hip and right leg straight. Bend the knee, put it down, keep turning to the right, plank. Lower the knees or lower all the way down, reach the arms back. Lift up for locust, don't lift the chin. And then exhale, hands down, up, downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Rise up, arms to the side. Unweight the right foot. Right knee to belly, left arm up diagonal, right arm down diagonal. Extend and step. Switch the arms, knee up, left knee up, extend, step. Switch, right knee, extend, step. Woo! We are flying, baby. Oh, so great. So let's come down to the floor and pull it down just a tad. So bring your left ankle over your right knee. Draw the container of the core together. Sacrum on the ground. Lift the right foot up without using your hands. Make sure the right thigh is in line with your right hip. And then isometrically pull those legs apart from each other. Watch the ribs and the belly, so really contain that. Then lower the right foot. Oh, don't lower the right foot. Keep the legs as they are. And then lower to the right. Plant the left foot on the ground as if you're standing on it. The left knee is up, not coming forward. Neck can just be nice and neutral. And then taking that left arm up and over. Push through that left hand, come up onto your forearms. Now, this left forearm may not come down, so you might have to put your hand here, and that's okay. So really great stretch and pull through the quadratus lumborum. Pull those hands back isometrically, those forearms back isometrically to create length and strength. And thread that right arm under, come back to center, switch your legs, lift the left leg up. Again, consolidate here into your torso, belly, left thigh in line with your left hip, slight flexion of the feet, isometrically pull your legs apart. Nice steady breaths. So we're creating strength to create space, so we're not just dumping and sinking into the tissues and into the joint. We're creating space in the joint and creating more malleability and pliability within our tissues. Taking the legs over to the left, planting that right foot on the ground as if you're standing on it. Watch those right ribs. Sit them down. Couple deep breaths here. And then continue. Take that right arm over. Push up with that right hand. Left forearm down. Maybe the right forearm down. Long through the spine. Pull the hands back isometrically. And just mindful not to tuck the chin, lift the chin. Just keep it all in one line. And then thread the left arm under, come back onto your back. Whew. And then with your knees bent, your feet on the ground, just lift your hips up a little bit and set them down, kind of to center yourself on the mat. And then straighten one leg and then the other. Open your arms down to the low, wide diagonal. Shavasana. And you can stay here longer if you would like, or keeping the legs straight, drawing them closer together, taking the arms up overhead. As you inhale, reach the tailbone towards your heels, the ribs towards your armpits, not towards the ceiling, and deeply breathe in through the nose. Stretching, reaching. Exhale, let it out. And then bending one knee and then the other, and coming up to a comfortable seat. So best, balance. When there's balance in our life, there's this ease to it. When there's this ease, we can connect more solidly with our strength, with our courage, with our power. And in that life, our world will transform. And like an airplane, they have to go through hours and hours and hours of rigorous training, rigorous tests, different experiences of pressure. Sometimes their flights are seamless. Sometimes there's turbulence for days. You know, it runs the gamut, just like our practice, just like our life. And we are this being of love and light. And this body, this physical body, is our vehicle. And we have to take care of this vehicle. And we have to stress it. And we have to experience pressure. And we experience the stillness and the joy and the happiness. But our being benefits from it all. And it benefits when we can overcome those turbulent skies. And we can do that through creating balance, ease, strength to transform. I love you. Namaste. So here's to living our best life ever. Mwah. I love you guys.